Giant Trader, and this is the last call of the day. So we're going to take a look here at crude oil and natural gas. But first of all, we're going to look at Tractor Supply. It came over the news. Now their stock is splitting 5-for-1. Chart looks pretty good. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted for crude and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have Tractor Supply, TSCO. Now, again, their stock is splitting 5-for-1. And they're going to open up 95 more stores. Okay, so this one here is on their old radar. Chart looks really, really good. Look at this weekly here, how nice this is, all the way on up here. Now we're holding a sideways situation. Okay, so let's look at the downside here first. Let me bigger up a little bit here. All right, there we go. Now we're talking. Okay, so what we're looking at here on the downside is we're looking at this 100 SMA here, 276.77, okay? If that's lost, we're going to come right to the bottom of this candle, 274.46. We'll look right to the bottom here. You're looking at 270.54, and then we got 270.60, which lines up very, very nicely here with the bottom of that candle, which is your 200-day, which would be your big support. But you can see as it ran up here, it came down, held that 200-day, ran back up there, held that 200-day. Okay, very, very nicely good uptrending chart here. Okay, upside. Well, we're going to be looking here at 281.26. Then we're going to look here at that 8 SMA here at 284.06. And then we got that 50-day at 285.24. Now, again, if we can get above that, we'll come right to the top of this candle here. You're looking at 287.71 here. We'll come up here. You're looking at 289.55. We'll look at today's high at that 289.81. And then basically we'll come up there, 290.80, and your retest there is at 294.20. Now, this splits 5-for-1. It'll be a really good trader because it'll be a lot cheaper here for you to get in and get out. Now, you're not going to probably have that much movement then, but again, it should be a pretty good trader. Now, when you look at a weekly chart here, you can just see here how nice this is, where it came all the way down, 166.49. Ran right up here, held the 200-day on the weekly, which is always very strong, not just the daily here, but we held it on the weekly and ran right back up here very, very nicely. What I like about this is low, higher low, higher low. Very, very nice chart going on here, okay? So realistically, what we're looking for is that big 307.64. We can crack above that, well, then we can go much, much higher. So I like the idea that there are a lot of retailers are going out of business, a lot of restaurants are going out of business, and they're adding stores. That's very, very unusual there. And then a nice 5-for-1 split. This could be one here, can make some money off of here, okay? So what we have here is got a nice good W bottom going here. So really you have to just break out of this 294.20, and then we can rally right up there very, very nicely here. That's the key. So always look for these kind of patterns here, and then like double bottoms, double tops, W patterns, anything that'll give you that edge kind of situation here to go higher, okay? Or, if you're shorting, to go lower kind of a situation. Now, when you look here at the MACD, the green is still over your red. You're sitting at 48, plenty of room to run up here. We just had a big day here today. People just taking a little bit of profits here. But as you notice, as it gets towards that split, what happens is people start buying this here so they can get in pretty much there at that level, and then they can have automatic money there when that thing splits kind of a situation. I do that all the time. Anytime I see a split, I always try to, just like NVIDIA, when I seen it running up there, I just buy it. Okay, then it keeps right on running here towards that split. And then when you get your shares, okay, on that split, yeah, they're going to be more than what you have. So always remember that. It's always really good to trade the splits. That shows they got confidence in their stock, and it shows that stock is very, very much in play. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and natty gas. Okay, here we have the old crude ski, and we have natty gas here, daily charts. Now, crude here, big news there in the OPEC. What they're going to do is they are going to extend these cuts here all the way till April, okay? And then what they're going to do is they're going to take off 2.2 million, they're going to add, I should say, 2.2 million barrels per day starting in April. But that's going to be over a period of time to get that back, a 1 year's period of time, 12 months to get some of those volunteers, them cuts back. But they're going to hold out the actual cuts till the end of 26. Now, again, that can all change. It's always going to depend on the economy. If crude starts losing all these support levels and you're getting down to the 50s, I can tell you right now, come April, that ain't going to be taking off. They ain't going to be adding any oil. Matter of fact, you'll probably be cutting. They need, OPEC really wants here on the crude oil, they want that here at about the $80 to $90 range is what they really want on Brent, okay? Which is only just a little bit higher than WTI. But right now here, let's just take a look at the old chart. So what we have is we have an indecision candle. Upside, very easy, okay? Just watch that 68.80 very, very nicely. And then we want to watch that 21-day at 69.21. Now you can see here, this is why you trade the chart. See, it goes right into it. If you can't get above that, if you got above the 8-day, goes into 21-day. Once it stops it, it's not going any higher, okay? It's just very, very simple here, you know what I'm saying? So very, very easy to trade. That's why you want to use these charts here, the 8, the 21-day, the 50, the 100-day, and 200-day simple moving average with price channels. That's all you really need, okay? Now, again, if we can get above this key 8-day, okay, then what we're going to be doing is we'll be looking for that 21-day, okay, at 69.21. And then basically we're going to be doing your big target is going to be the 70.38. That's your 50-day. And then above that, we're going to have this 100-day here, which is coming down here at 72.22 and then 72.80. Now, I am short. I have the SCO on as a long position, okay? And what I'm doing, I'm just scalping the longs. I don't have really a whole lot of confidence. Especially with the new president coming in here, that oil is going to be going up, ripping up anytime soon. Now, again, with seasonality, it could go up here, but you got to watch that 50-day. You crack above that, you got to watch that 100-day, and I think it's going to be a selling opportunity, any kind of a rally going up higher. Now, downside, obviously, you want to watch today's low. That's going to be very key, 67.98. And then here's the key level is 67.71. These we've been holding up all these candles right off the bottom of that candle. That's lost here. We're going to come right down to the bottom here. That's your next support, 66.82, and then we have 66.33 level. And again, if that's lost, we'll come right down here. Just refine this a little bit, 66.33. You come to the bottom of this candle here. What you got here is 65.63 and then 65.27. That is your big mark. Now, again, if you go, you crack and you close below 65.27, it's man out the window time, okay? You're talking about 63, 64, 60, 57, and you got targets all the way down in the $40 range here. So again, you know, be very, very cautious here if you're trading the old crude ski here. I'm trading it here, and I'm going to see how this is exactly going to play out here. But you always want to catch any kind of information from OPEC, you know what I'm saying, on how they're going to be structuring this here. But again, that can all change. It all depends on what the economy is doing and what the price of crude oil is. Okay, now natural gas here, this was a really good trade here because yesterday it came down lower, but you notice it closed above the 21-day, okay? This is why you want to trade the charts. Okay, today, what do we have? We have a topping tail on there. But UCO was a really nice, good scalp. I got my 30 cents out of UNG was a really good scalp. I got 30 cents out of the UNG because it held that key 21-day, and then I just took it right off here. So you're looking at that high today was at 3.15. What I was watching is, like I pointed out, is this 3.14 level, okay? So this is why you always look to the left of the chart. This is what your target was. Now I got just about right there, you know, just a little scooch higher than that, but not that much. So I just took the trade off. Don't care that much because all I'm looking for is anywhere from 20 to 50 cents on the trade. That's all I care about. But as long as we're above that 21-day, that tells me this is good support level. And once you make this, you close, your price goes above the previous day's high, then you can always add to your position. That's basically what I did, okay? I added to that position, and then I just dumped it out because I'm watching this right here, the bottom of that candle at 3.14. Now, again, if it kept on running, you got the 8-day sitting right there at 3.22 level, okay? So it isn't that far off. But when you put the daily chart on here, and then you add all the other charts to it, you can see clearly that it just wasn't going to get there. Now, again, in my office, I got 2 PCs, I got 10 screens. All I got to do is look up, and everything is like right there for me, okay? So I just show you here the daily chart because realistically, it's a lot easier to post because a lot of times when you look at a tick chart or something, by the time I make the chart, by the time I post the chart there, hell, that price could be way different, okay? Especially with natural gas. They don't call it the widowmaker there for nothing. Now, they did have a draw of 33 billion cubic feet, but they're looking for a draw of, 30 billion cubic feet. They're looking for a draw of 43 billion cubic feet, so just a little bit short, and she came off. But right now, what we're looking for is you're watching this 21-day, and we're watching that 8-day. So this is the range that we're trading now. You can see this 8-day flatten out. So watch those futures at 6 o'clock. We'll see trade against today's candle, that 3.15 and that 3.03. That's what we're trading against. Now, again, we close below that 21-day. We can follow these candles, but realistically, there's your target right there at 2.80, okay? Now, we get up to that 8 SMA. We have to see what is the reaction going to be. Is it going to blast through, or is it going to come down? If it blasts through, then we just look right to the top of this candle here at 3.27. That's your next target, okay? Right up there. 3.38, that's your next target, okay? And just follow it up. 3.47, 3.52, 3.56. Very, very simple. But again, we're trading this range until she breaks up or she breaks down. But in the meantime, make the money in between it. That's all you got to do, okay? So now, RSI, we flatten out here. The green's still below your red. That's not looking too good here because this is what can happen, which is this is the result. So again, just trade this range until she breaks up or she breaks down. Crude oil, same thing. Just watch that candle, that high, that low today, and then, watch that 21 day. If you get above that, that 50 day is going to be the target. We lose today, then we're going to look right here to that bottom of that candle, that 67.71. Very, very key. If that's lost, here's your target. Here's your target. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow morning, and we'll take a look there at crude oil and natural gas. Remember, tomorrow is Friday, and we got the rig count there at 1 p.m. Trade what's in front of you, not what you want.